Tension flaring in Norwood St. James after 4 people shot, 3 fatally in a 24-hour time span. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk. And we're about to discuss this on the program. We ask you, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell and click on all so you're always in tune whenever time I post new videos. We'll be right back after this short break. The sounds of sirens echoed throughout the community of Norwood St. James Friday night leading into Saturday morning, and has left residents with the grim reminder of the world that they're living in and how situations can escalate in the blink of an eye. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk. And we're about to discuss an incident that took place in St. James between a 24-hour time span in which 3 people lost their life in shooting incidents in that area. So we're going to bring you up to date with that right now on the program. Then we're going to have our little discussion after this. So members of the St. James Police Division have launched a major manhunt for the perpetrators involved in Friday night and Saturday night shooting of 4 persons, 3 fatally in separate incidents in Norwood St. James. The dead persons have been identified as 50-year-old plumber Darby Brown, 46-year-old bus loader Donovan Reed, also called Dummy, and 20-year-old unemployed Nicolo Daly, all of Norwood in St. James addresses. Reports are that around 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, Brown was walking home when he was pounced upon by armed men who robbed him of his cell phone and an undetermined sum of money. The man then shot Brown to the upper body. He was rushed to hospital, but he succumbed to his injuries. In an earlier gun attack at a bar in another section of the community, 3 persons involved in this incident right now did not survive the daring attack, and those include Reed, Daly, who were shot by an unknown assailant at that location. When the shooting subsided, the 3 individuals were taken to hospital, where Reed, Daly were pronounced dead, and the other individuals treated and released. Now, when we look on these situations that are transpiring across our country as it relates to crime and violence, it's a grim reminder of the world that we're living in. This individual, he was actually just on his way home from work, and it is stated that he had a sum of cash on him. It's an undetermined sum, so we cannot really ascertain actual monetary figure to the cash that he had on him. But someone must have known this, and this would have seemed as if it was a setup to me, because they robbed him of his cell phone and the cash that he had on him. And the police are kept busy throughout the night trying to maintain a presence in the area, just in order for this to quell down. But one of those situations that we have reflected on numerous occasions on this channel, and is the situation in which we see no value being placed on life, and it's as if people just want to just take your life for some uncalled for reason. And even at times you might be going about your daily routine or your daily activities, you still have to be careful. It doesn't matter whether it's night, it doesn't matter if it's day, because these criminals or these hoodlums, they have become so cold-hearted that even in the middle of the day, they will launch an attack on you. And they don't matter whether or not you're in the company of other people. It doesn't matter whether children are beside you. They just don't care. Once they're out to get you, they will. So it's best for people to just try to avoid conflicts with people in this current time that we are living in, because we have seen how a number of people have lost their life due to some simple situation that could have been avoided. With these incident that took place in Norwood St. James from Friday night leading into Saturday morning, these are all isolated incidents, and one is believed to be robbery, and the other at the bar is still yet undetermined what really led to that attack. But we really need to be careful, especially when we're out there, especially in certain times of the night, especially during that hours from midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning. I believe this is a very difficult time, and even though the police are trying their very best to maintain a presence in that community, they can't be at every single location at every given point. And people need to start putting their own security measures in place, because we're living in a time right now where it's very dangerous, and we've seen how this have escalated into what it has become today. Crime and violence has swept the entire country. And gone are the days when you would be in a certain parish in our country and you would feel safe. Now crime and violence has spread. It's like a whirlwind. It's worse than the corona itself in our country. When we look on the number of people killed on an annual basis, it's very sad to see how these individuals believe as if violence is the key to solving their own personal issues or for them to gain wealth. But who is to blame for this? Some people want to blame the government. Some people want to blame the family for the upbringing of the individuals themselves. But it's very hard to pinpoint who is to be blamed, because some of these situations could have been avoided from the initial stage, because people would have seen these individuals and how they would have acted during their teenage years. Some of the time these individuals, they portray this type of behavior while growing up, and these are not looked at. And then you have these criminals now becoming dominant and wreaking havoc on communities and causing people to be living in fear. It's very sad to see where our country is at as it relates to crime and violence. When we look on our country, we have such a beautiful country. Look on our tourism product. Look on our music. Look on the good people in our country. Look on some people that have helped individuals to become who they are today. When we look on certain aspect of development taking place in our country as it relates to the hotel sector and development as it relates to our road network, I believe that the only thing that needs to be done in our country right now is for more gainful employment, that people can work and they can see that they're earning in order to survive. Until we can do this, I believe we are going to have a very serious problem of crime and violence in our country, and it's going to escalate beyond control. And we have seen that. We have seen our government drawn for international people to help with the crime fighting efforts. We have seen them using Mark Shields for many years, and it did not really have that much positive effect, because it's as if we're back to stage one, because the real problem is not the crime and violence per se. The problem is that something is triggering this violence, and until we unearth the root of this problem, we're going to be having this to deal with over and over again. So providing people with gainful employment, that they can see that they can sustain their life, their family. This is where the government needs to look at and try to provide this avenue for people to see what they're working for, and try to provide that moral support as well. And the families as well have a part to play in this. I'm not going to put all the blame on the government in this, because the family also have their part to play in ensuring that their children are brought up in the right and proper way as well. Most of the time, these relationships lack the father figure as well, and the females themselves, they have to be playing that father role and that mother role. Or some of the time, the children have to be basically going themselves, and we have seen how this has manifested itself into what we have today in our society, where crime and violence is very rampant and it's wreaking havoc on good law-abiding citizens. But I'm gonna leave this one here for now though. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Peace out. Much respect goes out to you, the viewers. Keep safe and be blessed. Much love. This is where I'm gonna leave this one for now. Thanks for watching.